Watchalong, right back. Just added 3 more minutes, and there was a foul by Cash on Tierney. I think he was coming with studs, and so far Steven Gerrard doesn't think that it's a foul. He thinks it's a 50-50 challenge. He's speaking to the fourth official. Could hear my voice as well. I'm just checking on the other screen that if it's working properly, because I don't want it to get lagged or anything. It's a passing, and it's a half time, so it's Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 1. Steven Gerrard doesn't look happy, and all the players are heading towards the tunnel. McGinn and Partey, they're just having a word with each other. Saka is also having a word with the referee. So Saka scored the goal in 30th minute. Folks, I'll be right back. Let's catch a short break. I'll be right back, and I'll be just back in 2 minutes. Just keep watching, and I'll be right back. If you could hear me, uh, please do tell in the chat section that if you can hear my voice. if Arsenal wins this match today, that means definitely they'll be getting an advantage in terms of on points table. They'll be ahead of Manchester United as well as Tottenham Hotspur. They will not have to worry in terms of that if they're being chased down, but if they do that, then if they are able to make that much cushion, then they will definitely secure the top 4. Although they did lose the match against Liverpool, but they still had like 2 games in hand. And if they win against Aston Villa, they'll be quite strong in terms of holding that position. It seems that Manchester United, they will not be having as much as you could say in terms of easier manner in respect to attaining top 4 position. So you could say that Arsenal have done well this season. There was this conversation on TalkSport where the 2 of the co-hosts were in argument, saying that apparently, for instance, that if Arsenal would have normally been in a position where they wouldn't have qualified for top 4, so for them to be in this position is an overachievement. I don't think so. It's an overachievement. For me, it's a mix of both. It's true that Arsenal down the years have not been able to be replicating of what they used to, that they are a top 4 side, but due to the fact that Arsenal had those managers, so many changes, so many personal changes, and so many players which have come and gone, so many players have been replaced. Right now Arteta has kind of got a fresh start, and it makes much more easier for him to put his stamp on, and in terms of he could mold the squad, he could mold this team and give an identity. Although it's not something you would say that it's closer to what Liverpool is, closer to what Manchester City is. For him to do that, it will require more. I think he would require like 1 or 2 or at least 3 more players. He would like to add depth in his squad. He would definitely would want to add 1 or 2 world-class players. For instance, let's speak about what he has right now. He has Lacazette as his main striker. He's just got rid of Aubameyang. Let's say if Lacazette doesn't want to add his contract, like he doesn't want to go further with Arsenal, and he decides to change, who do you think will come and replace him? Who would want to play up front? Who is there in this present squad? There's no one. So that means they will have to get a name who is a prolific scorer. Vlahovic was that name, but Vlahovic chose Juventus. Arsenal were pretty close to him, and you could see in one of those videos which I've done already, what if transfers, and I've given suggestions. The names which have come up, like Osimhen, such as Jonathan David, such as Calvert-Lewin. What Arsenal requires is at least 2 strikers, and other than 2 strikers, they need somebody in midfield who would be a proper, you could say a defensive midfielder, or you could say a proper orchestra kind of, who would dictate the whole tempo of the game. Mind you, Partey is a very good player, but he cannot do that. He cannot string those passes and stuff. He is a really good player, but I think a person like McGinn, a person like, you could say, Arthur, they would definitely change a team like Arsenal. What Arteta has done superbly, which he should be really appreciated, is the defense of Arsenal. Everybody was kind of criticizing you could say, Arteta for bringing in Ben White. Ben White is an overhyped English player, but you could say that Ben White has improved his game. He has been able to do what he was doing at Brighton. He has performed superbly. I do think that he could and he will improve a lot. Certainly the partnership between him and Gabriel has made this Arsenal team quite good. But if, let's say for instance, if one of them do get injured, and who could come and, you know, like just possibly at least give a cover or give a performance similar to what those two have been giving. So Saliba is a very good player. I think if Saliba is given a chance, he will turn into a world-class defender. He has that in him, and he could definitely do what a top-class defender does. He is a proper Premier League defender. It's just that, will he be given a chance? Will he be given that much game time? Will he be given that much authority to stamp his game? It's to be seen. Will Arteta trust him? That has to be seen. Saliba is much of a ball playing defender and he can defend. So if they have Saliba next season in the squad alongside Ben White and Gabriel, that's the defense perspective covered. Whereas they would definitely need, I think in my perspective, is a defensive midfielder. A defensive midfielder who could pass as well. Rather than intercepting, blocking, they need someone who can pass the ball forward. And they definitely need at least two strikers. And if they're able to do so, then that's it. Right now, we could definitely think that in terms of Premier League, we could say that City, Liverpool squad are quite strong, whereas Chelsea, they have been also getting better, and it was everybody's prediction was that this season Chelsea might win the Premier League because they won the Champions League last season. So everybody was expecting Tuchel, when he got Lukaku, that they're getting Lukaku, they're getting a very good striker, and they're getting a striker who could give them 25 plus goals, but it didn't turn out to be, and Lukaku has turned out to be a disappointment for Chelsea. And let's say if Lukaku leaves Chelsea and he goes back to wherever he wants to go, if he wants to go back to Italy and he wants to go back to Inter Milan, which will be pretty hard because his cost was a lot, and I don't think so Inter Milan would have that kind of money. But even if they're able to kind of arrange that money, it would seem to think that Chelsea would be short of a striker, and Chelsea would go into the market for a striker. Now everybody knows that this season it's not just one or two top teams who will be shopping for a striker in summer. For sure, City will be shopping for one. For sure, Liverpool will also go into the market looking for someone who could kind of replace Firmino, if not cover, but at least you could say replace him. For sure, Manchester United are going to go because Cavani is going to leave. Nobody's certain for Martial. Greenwood, nobody knows what's going to happen to him. So as far as Manchester United is concerned, they're definitely going to go for a striker. So that puts up three teams who are looking for a striker. And if Arsenal wouldn't hurry up, and if they won't get their targets before somebody else comes up and take their target away, Arsenal will lose the momentum. Because right now, what the good thing Arsenal have is they've got the momentum. So imagine if Chelsea is shopping for a striker, imagine if City is shopping for a striker, imagine if Liverpool and United are shopping for a striker. You wouldn't be sitting in a relaxed manner and thinking that, oh, we got everything sorted. Arsenal should be doing something behind the doors right now, because this is the time, this is the moment right now, because there will be an international break and Arsenal should be doing their homework. They should get the deal sorted. As soon as the season finishes, they should announce it straight away that they've signed these players. And if they do so, the fan base are going to be over the moon, because for once they would think that Arsenal have done their work, the team is ready, they will go into pre-season pretty much complete, and they know it's a World Cup year, so that means they would need numbers. Imagine you just buy one striker and then there's a World Cup year and your main striker gets injured and then you have no one. So at least if you have two strikers, you could still have a backup. So Arsenal would need two strikers and they would need to spend money. You know, if you get two strikers, then next season you don't have to buy a striker. Then you can look for other areas, other weaknesses in your team, and you can go and try to sort them out. So right now the key issue for Arsenal is the striker position. They've pretty much blessed in the wing area. They've got Martinelli, they've got Saka, they've got Pepe. They're pretty much covered in those areas. They've got Smith Rowe as well, who could play on the wing. So they're pretty much blessed in that area. So the only concerning area for them is the striker department. And I think if Lacazette leaves, then Arsenal do need to, they definitely need to get someone, and they should do before anybody else does, because this season the position which we're going to see a lot of shopping around in even in Europe is going to be the strikers. Look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid are trying to get Mbappe, they're trying to get Haaland, so their focus essentially is on strikers. So that means they would definitely need someone to come in and replace Lacazette and Aubameyang. So if they do that, then Arsenal will be a strong contender. I wouldn't say for Premier League yet, but they could try to shock some people around. They could definitely do that next season. If nobody gets injured, and if they're able to do so, and if they start winning games, you never know. You never know. So the match has started already. Smith Rowe with a shot, and it was a corner taken, and it was a quick corner. Smith Rowe had a very good timing, and he was clearly free. But I think the control made him lose his momentum, and he wasn't able to place the shot as he should have been able to. Right now, McGinn is crossing the ball towards Watkins, and it just goes over. It's a goal kick for Arsenal. One thing that Arteta has imprinted is that they play from the back. Like the goalkeeper, Ramsdale, he just passes to one of his defenders, and there's so much calm about it. Like that's what makes me think that Arsenal have transformed themselves so excellently. Like you could see it, and you know the composure on the ball, their confidence on the ball is so much ease that they don't feel like worried. Even when they were playing against Liverpool, Liverpool is a high pressing team, and Arsenal were like so composed, super composed, and Arteta has transformed that. I think it has to do that what he has learned under Pep Guardiola, that you have to turn your tempo up in order to, when you're competing with the top side and when you feel that they're a high pressing team, then you also need to be a high pressing team as well. You need to take a notch up and you have to match them, and in order to be better you have to excel them at one given point. So he has been able to do that, and Arsenal are bringing this into the game, that they simply whenever they lose the ball, all of the players, they just go in one go. Right now, Arsenal with a throw-in. Tierney with a header. Aston Villa player gets a header. Again, it comes to the Arsenal player, and then it goes back to Aston Villa player. McGinn controlling the ball, but he loses it with Lacazette taking the ball away. Odegaard with the ball now. He passes to Saka. Saka passes into Odegaard, and Odegaard with a clear shot, but it goes out for a corner. Odegaard was so close. He should have either passed it onto the left hand side, but that was a close one. So Arsenal with the corner. McGinn trying to control the ball, but Odegaard comes and jumps on him, and it's a foul given. So Aston Villa trying to get the ball. Cash with the ball right now. He's going inside, and he passes it back to Buendia. Buendia looking for someone, and he passes it to McGinn. McGinn passes it to Ramsey. Ramsey passes it to Ashley Young. Ashley Young comes inside. He puts a cross in, and oh, that was a close one. That was a really close one. Gabriel right on the edge, and he heads it outside. That was a superb cross from Ashley Young. Konsa with the cross in. Xhaka with the header. Saka running with the ball. Oh! That was a clear chance for Saka, but he wasn't able to. He should have taken a shot. That's the problem with so many modern players now. This is what I don't get it. Saka had the ball on his right foot, and there was nothing in front. He could have taken that shot, but because he's a left foot player, he brings in his left foot, and in the time he brings his left foot, Aston Villa defenders have closed it down. And it's a shame that you get such a small window in which you should be able to get it, like you should be able to score, and whenever you're getting that window, you shouldn't miss that chance. You should have that killer instinct, and you should go for that goal. That's what makes top players different from the other players. They just need a smallest margin, and in that margin they're not gonna let it go away. They just need those small margins, and they will just do it in that margin, and that's what makes the difference. And Saka right now, he had the golden chance, and he could have got another goal, and he simply just wasted by waiting for his left foot to arrive. Like, you should be able to take a shot by your right foot. You've been playing in Premier League for so long, you've been training in football for so long, how come you cannot practice with shooting with your right foot? It's correct that you should be taking a shot with your best foot that you normally take, but come on, like, when there's so many small margins, you shouldn't be wasting that much, and you should be taking advantage of that, and you should be scoring a goal. Or unless you're Arjen Robben. If you're Arjen Robben, then you could have a free pass, because Arjen Robben, even in that margin, he would take the shot with his left foot, not with his right, but with his left foot. There was a foul by Ramsey. He was sliding in, and the referee blew the whistle because he thinks that you hit his hand. And it's a foul given to Aston Villa. Lacazette committing the foul. Partey with a very good thorough pass. He was passing it to Smith Rowe, but Lacazette was close by as well, and he was a foul on Ashley Young. Cedric getting a yellow card. Ashley Young with the free kick. He passes it to Coutinho, but Coutinho cross was way too much for Cash to control it, so it's gone out for a goal kick. Otherwise, even if it would have come to Cash, it would have been offside. There you go again. Ramsdale just if we could just only see it, like, but this time Ramsdale opts to shoot up front, and the ball goes straight away to Martinez. Nobody intervenes it. Watkins giving a chase, and Gabriel throws the ball outside for throw-in. Aston Villa with the throw-in. Ashley Young comes in and he gives it to again, and that's a cross again. Konsa gives it to Buendia. Buendia gives it to Coutinho. Coutinho passes it to McGinn. McGinn passes it back to Young. Young pass it into the channel. Nobody's there. The ball's gone out for a goal kick again. Steven Gerrard's not happy. He's not happy. Aston Villa fans just not happy with what they're seeing right now. They want something, a clinical finishing, like some clinical shots being taken, but so far Aston Villa they haven't been able to do so. They've taken some crosses, they've been able to put the ball inside the box, but they haven't made any clinical shots, they haven't made any clinical aim at goal, and that's what frustrating Aston Villa fans, and that's what frustrating Steven Gerrard, that they should have been able to do so. The problem, I think, is to do with the formation. Uh, it seems that nowadays the formation where a lone striker who's playing up front uh, has a different characteristics to what it used to be. Because if you want to be a lone striker, then you need to be in the mold of Didier Drogba to play in Premier League. If you're in a different mold, such as Ollie Watkins, then your game becomes much more harder. That was a very good shot by McGinn, but it was just inches away. And Steven Gerrard is loving that. He thinks that was a good aim, and that was a clinical shot. It was very close, and there was a curl on the shot, and I think Ramsdale was safe over there, but he could have easily been challenged if there was a little bit curve. But anyway, now thinking about I was back on Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins is a type of striker that he isn't a Drogba. He is very different to Drogba. Drogba is a target man. Drogba could easily hold the ball. He could play the ball for other players. He could make that pass, and he could cut those plays in between, and that's what he had. He was a very exceptional player. You could almost say he was a world-class player. It's too bad that he wasn't able to do much. He could have won like 1 or 2 more Champions League, but now since he is gone, there's not so many players who have been able to do what he has done. And in the game of football, you really need to understand that there are different philosophies and there are different dynamics. Now for Aston Villa, what they need to do is, with Ollie Watkins, they either should ask him that whenever he gets a ball, he should be taking a shot. Now what I think is, Ollie Watkins, he's not a clinical finisher. He is a very decent player, he's a very decent striker, but he isn't a very decent finisher. He needs to take more shots in order to convert them more into goals, and he doesn't take so many shots. What he tends to do is, he receives the ball, he passes it to his teammates, or he's making a run into the channels, and that doesn't help his game. If he could only just be in the right place, and just he could understand the game, that if I'm in this position and if the ball is somewhere along in this place, then I need to be going into that position where I should be able to do more. And by saying that able to do more is taking a shot at goal. Taking a shot at goal, trying to score a goal, that's what his job is. But whenever I see him play, it's just that nobody has said to him that what he's supposed to be working on, because he's got the pace, he's got a shot in him, and if he works in terms of applying his brains to it, then he could definitely be one of the really hottest names, and he could really be a valuable player in the English squad. So that's what it is with playing a lone striker with the characteristics of Ollie Watkins. But if he is able to turn that into goals, then it would really help him as well. Saka with the ball now. He takes a shot, and that was close as well. Martinez was safe, but that was a very good shot by Saka. That was a very good shot by Saka. I think he was a little bit late, but that was a very good shot. If he would have enough curl in it, and then he could have hit the post. But that was a very good shot. Konsa giving it back to Martinez. Martinez giving it to Mings. Mings passing it long to Watkins, and the ball comes back to Arsenal. Gabriel collects it, gives it to Xhaka. Xhaka looks up front. He's looking for someone. He passes it to Odegaard. Odegaard gives it to Partey. Partey gives it to Ben White, and Ben White puts it long, and Matty Cash brings it down with the head. He gives it to Ramsey. Cash running long with the ball on the right flank. He comes inside. He's looking for someone, and there's nobody inside. See, this is what I don't like about Watkins. Now, what Watkins has done is, he's just made himself go into space where it's very hard for Cash to give him the ball. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what makes him so awkward, is that Watkins doesn't know how to read a game. It's beyond his basic understanding that he should be doing more in that position. Now, if I'm not going to say that he would have sticked in that position, or his decision going onto the right hand side was the sound one. No, what he should have done is he should have asked for the pass from Cash, and as soon as Cash giving him the pass, his head should be thinking that Cash is going to go near me. So either I can shimmy it, and if I can make Arsenal players think that I'm going to give it back to him, rather than that, I trick them, I keep hold of the ball, and I look for my third or fourth runner, and then I make a choice, either giving to my third runner or the fourth runner, or me taking a shot by just getting a little bit close by. Now this is something which you do in training, this is something which you do on the pitch, this is something you do in the practice, but in match day, if you don't run those scenarios in the training, then on match day you'll be looking as what he's did just right now, which is completely absurd. A player having such qualities, he should be doing more, and it's frustrating to see. It's very frustrating to be an Aston Villa fan and just to see this, that their main striker hasn't got the brains to produce more. He should be able to do more. He's got the attributes, he's got all those things which a modern day striker does, and he isn't able to do so. He's technically inept, and he should be doing more. Right now Aston Villa are going to bring in 2 players, and by the looks of it, it seems it's going to be Bailey, and Arsenal also going to bring in another winger, it's Pepe. So let's see who does he brings inside. I think it might be Smith Rowe or perhaps Saka. Let's see where does Pepe comes in. It's already 70 more minutes gone, and Watkins looking again for somebody to come in, and Watkins should be in the middle. What is he doing on the wing? This is what I'm trying to say, that this is totally absurd. Oh, Watkins just came in and he just took a shot, and I think it was a deflection and it hit the post. That was pretty close. You see, Watkins' place is in the box, not on the wing. He's not supposed to be on the wing. He's supposed to be inside the box. That's where he is very dangerous, and it's frustrating to see a talent like him being wasted. Perhaps Steven Gerrard should tell him 1-2 more things, how to play the game as a striker. And it seems Saka is going to come in, and Pepe is going to be going inside now with 22 more minutes of gameplay. Saka had a very good game, and Pepe is coming in now, and Ramsey coming in, and Bailey going in now. So Buendia also coming out, and we've got that was close by. Aston Villa were about to score, and they just are on the break now, and it was a quick move. Traore came in place for Buendia. The game just started straight away, and Aston Villa weren't wasting any time. They were just on the cause, and they just took it in a hurry and everything started right in a flash. Aston Villa are applying pressure so much. It's suddenly that Aston Villa has changed. They've just playing very different right now. Arsenal, the whole team is on back foot now. Wow. McGinn on the ball. McGinn is a very superb player. The way he conducts himself in the pressure spots is. Ashley Young coming inside and he's been fouled again. Will it be given? No. I think he was looking for a foul and referee understood that. He had nowhere to go. So he just, although Arsenal players did try to make space short for him. And there's a run and Coutinho was about to go inside and steal the ball, but he wasn't able to do so. It's a shame that Coutinho wasted his golden years in Spain, where he established himself in Premier League, and one can imagine if he would have stayed at Liverpool and what he could have achieved. Like, he moved to Barcelona to win Champions League and the league, and that's the funny thing, that as soon as he left, Liverpool won the Premier League as well as the Champions League. It's funny sometimes how life plays things at you and you wouldn't understand. I think the same thing happened to Ibrahimovic. It was that while he was playing for Inter Milan, Barcelona won the Champions League, and when he joined Barcelona in order to win the Champions League, Inter Milan won the Champions League. Whereas Eto'o, who won the Champions League a year before with Barcelona, next year he won the Champions League with Inter Milan. So that tells you how life plays at you. Ibrahimovic, on the other hand, he played with Inter, he lost. He played with Barcelona, he lost. Whereas Eto'o played with Barcelona, he won, and he played with Inter, he also won. So that's how sometimes life is. It's a shame that how Coutinho lost his golden years in Spain, and right now Aston Villa are on the cause. They really are looking out for a goal and they think they can score a goal. Last 5 minutes, the possession chart has come up is 75% Aston Villa, 75% Aston Villa. Arsenal are on 25%. So that tells you that how much are Arsenal are playing in pressure. Arsenal has won a free kick now, so let's see what happens. Konsa playing the back pass to, right now, Gabriel and White are truly been a revelation, and the credit goes to Arteta and his team. They've really made a pair out of these two, and in years to come, I think if they would improve both of these players, then truly this would be a blessing for Arsenal. For so many years they never had a good pair, and since Tony Adams and Sol Campbell and those classic players, they haven't. Lacazette with a chance and is superbly blocked by the Aston Villa players, and Arteta is asking his whole team to come back and defend, and they win the ball back, and Lacazette showing what he is, and he's really doing good. Pepe with a inside pass to Odegaard. Now Cedric is running inside and he goes for a cross, and in this corner. No, it's been given what? Goal kick? I think Lacazette played pretty good over there. He had a very good shot, but it was superbly blocked by Aston Villa defender. I'm just gonna have a look who it was. I think it was Ashley Young. It was unbelievable defending by Ashley Young. Martinez throwing it up front to Watkins. He finds Watkins, but Ben White is on the cause. So there you go. Aston Villa got 3 attempts. Arsenal got 10 attempts. Arsenal had 3 attempts on target. So that tells about Aston Villa. It's so frustrating. It's so... Aston Villa, truly, they can do so much. But it's a shame that they are not able to with the players they have. Xhaka passing it to White, White passing it to Pepe, Pepe looking for someone, he passes it to Partey, Partey looks for someone, he passes it to Xhaka, Xhaka moves into the position, he looks for Tierney, Tierney passes back to Xhaka, Xhaka passes it to Smith Rowe, Smith Rowe passes it back to Xhaka, Xhaka gives it to White, White looks up front and he finds Pepe, Pepe passes it to Cedric, Cedric passes it to Gabriel, Gabriel passes it to Tierney, Tierney passes back to Gabriel, Gabriel passes it to White, White passes it to Gabriel, Gabriel looks for someone, he goes for a through pass and gives it to Smith Rowe, and Smith Rowe has been fouled by Cash. And Lacazette is not happy, he is asking referee to produce a card or something or give a strict, and he's having a word with Gabriel as well. Arsenal player is not happy because Cash has been pretty much rough in terms of tackling Smith Rowe, and every single time he's done that, Arsenal players think that referee has been soft on him, and Lacazette isn't happy about it. Lacazette going out and Nketiah is coming in for last 13-15 minutes, and let's see what happens. Gabriel with the free kick. He throws up in the air looking for Nketiah, and Nketiah gets the ball and he passes it back to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe gives it to Tierney, Tierney gives it to Nketiah, Nketiah gives it to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe goes inside, he passes it to Xhaka, gives it to Nketiah, Nketiah controlling the ball pretty superbly. He gives it to Xhaka, Xhaka gives it to Tierney, Tierney gives it to Nketiah up front. He's holding the ball superbly, he gives it back to Tierney, Tierney passes the ball back to Xhaka. Xhaka looks for someone and he passes it back to Gabriel. Gabriel passes the ball back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale is going to lump it forward, and he does that, and he passes in the range of Nketiah and Smith Rowe, and the ball is headed by Aston Villa. It goes to Luiz. Luiz passes it to Mings. Mings coming out with the ball. He passes it to Bailey. Bailey gives the ball to Ashley Young. Ashley Young looks for McGinn. McGinn gives it to Coutinho. Coutinho gives it back to McGinn. McGinn looks for options. He gives it to Luiz. Luiz looks up front. He finds Traore. Traore looks for someone. He gives it to Coutinho. Coutinho looks to give it to someone. He turns, twists, and he gives the ball on the left flank to Ashley Young. Ashley Young with the ball now. I think he's going to aim for a cross here. And there you go. And it's a cross, and ooh, that was a very good header by Ben White. He just put it out. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. That's definitely a foul. Coutinho with a high boot, and it hit Ben White, and referee has stopped the play. I'm just gonna check if Ben White is okay, because the boot was quite high. It hit at the back of, I think it hit the back of Ben White. Oh no, it hit Xhaka. Oh, it hit at the back of Zaka. That's very odd. I think they've made a substitution. They're making a substitution. Danny Ings will be coming inside now, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to bring in Danny Ings. Let's see. They're giving the ball back to Gabriel. Gabriel giving it to Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe giving it to Tierney. Tierney giving it to Nketiah. And Nketiah giving, and he loses the ball. Konsa gets it, gives it to Mings. Luis receives from Mings and he's looking for options, and he gives it to McGinn, but McGinn lets it go. Mings collects the pass. He gives it to Watkins. Luis collects it. Luis passes on the right hand side to Traore. Traore looks for inside, and Coutinho receives it, and Coutinho tries to control it, and whoa, that was a very good play by Aston Villa. They coming in, try to win the ball, and they're trying to win the second balls as well. It's Aston Villa everywhere. They truly have changed the way they're approaching. Danny Ings going in for Ollie Watkins. Cash winning the ball. Luis passing it to Konsa. Konsa passing it to Mings. Mings passing it to Ashley Young. Ashley Young looking for a runner, but he passes back to Mings. Mings looks forward. He passes it to Luis. Luis scanning the area. He passes it to Cash. Cash looking for options in between. He passes back to Luis. Luis gives the ball to Konsa. Konsa and Mings are playing up front. Aston Villa really want a goal over here. It seems that they're really in an attacking mode, and that's a cross from Cash, and Ramsdale hits a hand on it. That was a very good control by Bailey, but he wasn't able to control it, and Mings wins the header, and Odegaard trying to win the ball, and he does, and he is fouled, and the foul is given in favor of Arsenal. So Arsenal are going to try to waste a little bit time over here. Odegaard was just trying to control the ball. He knew that Mings or either McGinn would commit a foul on him, and he pretty much anticipated it, and he's successful in doing that. So Arsenal are going to take a shot at It's 83 minutes gone now, and header by Konsa. Smith-Rowe collects the ball. He gives it. Oh, Nketiah, I thought it was fouled by Mings, but no, he just he was just tripped over by his own feet. That's very embarrassing thing if you watch it yourself. Smith-Rowe passes the ball back to Xhaka. Xhaka puts it to Cedric. Cedric puts it to Pepe, and Pepe isn't able to put the ball outside. Ashley Young defending pretty good. Danny Ings collects the ball. He passes inside. Coutinho collects it. Coutinho gives it to Luis. Luis gives it to McGinn. Aston Villa with very quick passing over here, and it's been fouled by Pepe. Arteta isn't happy about it. He has fist in the air. He thinks that it wasn't a foul, and fourth official having a word with Arteta, saying him to calm down, and Arteta says it wasn't a foul. Now the ball is back again with Luis, and Luis gives it to McGinn. Luis and McGinn are being superb for Aston Villa. If anybody's looking for holding midfielder, they should go out for these two. And Ashley Young with the ball, he gives it to Bailey. Bailey gives it to McGinn. McGinn gives in a cross, and that's a very good header, and that was just over the bar, and Ings was so close. That was a very close chance for Aston Villa. Like, Ings was clearly away, and Ben White and Gabriel, like the whole game, they had no errors, and at that time they failed to understand the flight of the ball. And Danny Ings, he didn't apply any power. He just aimed it at goal, and he was just like, if he would have angled it more, I think he would have got just inside of the post, but it didn't. So Odegaard comes in, and Holding has been brought out. I think Aston Villa have increased their attacking, and Arsenal are going back for a defensive posture, but it seems Holding will come out and help Gabriel and Ben White. So that means Cedric and Tierney will add the numbers in midfield, because Aston Villa, they've the way they play, it seems that Aston Villa are playing with like 6 midfielders, because they've got Coutinho, they've got McGinn, they've got Luiz, and Bailey and Traore are not playing as wingers. They're more playing as a part of the midfield. So when they do that, and when Danny Ings come in between, it seems that inside is Aston Villa got too many options, and that's why they've been able to hold the balls a lot in the second half. So I think Arteta has just understood that, and he understands that, and he's trying to neutralize it. And what he's done is he's added another centre back, and he's made that area a little bit compact, so that Aston Villa wouldn't have a lot of room. By adding numbers in that area, Aston Villa wouldn't be able to have that much ball. 87 minutes gone now, so you could say 3 more minutes plus stoppage time. So we've still got like 5 more minutes in this. Guys, please do subscribe to the channel. Please press the like button. Please do give me your suggestions. Please do let me know if you've liked this streaming watch along. Do give it a thumbs up, and do share this channel with your family and friends. Please subscribe to the channel. Please do watch the other videos as well. We have a fantastic series of transfers called What If, in which we take a club, we give them you could say an amount of money, and we look at the areas of the squad that which needs attention, which needs improvement, and we try to shortlist some of the players which they should be aiming for, or which they can get easily, and we try to suggest that. And it's a very good series. You should go out and watch that series. You will definitely love it. So please do that. Subscribe to the channel, and please share this channel with your family and friends. It would be really helpful. So right now, 88 minutes gone. Arsenal are trying very hard in order to get this result. Aston Villa are trying their very best to at least get a goal back. Mings on the ball, passes it to Traore, and Pepe gives it to Ashley Young. Ashley Young passes it to Coutinho, and hits Traore, and he thinks that it was a foul or something. Arteta is asking his players to basically stay compact. That's what he's asking his players to be close to each other so that they don't lose position on the ball. The ball's gone outside for a throw in. 90 minutes gone. We're just waiting for the stoppage time, and it's 4 minutes. So we got 4 minutes now. And let's see what happens. Coutinho with the ball. He passes it to Mings. Mings gives it back to Coutinho. Coutinho looks for a cross on the field, and Cash isn't able to chase it. The ball goes out for a goal kick, and Aston Villa fans have started to leave the stadium. Steven Gerrard isn't happy. His concerns are pretty much about how come there's no cutting chances that they have not been able to take. Arteta is very animated on the touchline. He's asking his players to stay compact, and Arsenal fans are singing, and they're so happy, they're cheering. They know that they're so close, and if they do so, they will be very clear in terms of in top 4 position. And then Nketiah is chasing down the ball, and he is with the ball, but the foul is given, and referee gives the foul in favor of Aston Villa. Aston Villa got this chance right now where they can have a go at the goal, but Martinez just throws the ball outside for throw-in. Saka is looking pretty anxious on the bench. So is Lacazette. They've won this result so much. And Martinez just had his hand on the ball, but Saka scored the goal. Now Cash is chasing the ball. He's inside the box. He's looking for little room, and he finds Luis with the cross with his left foot, and White goes out with the header, and Pepe just misplaces the pass, and Ashley Young collects it, and he gives it back to McGinn with the room, and he's going to put a cross with his right feet and with the header, and that was a very close chance for Aston Villa, and they weren't able to do so. Arsenal was so close to lose a goal over here. That was the best chance that Aston Villa had. Now passing it to Mings passing it to Traore with the header, and the ball goes away. That was, I think, one of the closest chances that Aston Villa had. Steven Gerrard clearly not happy. He thinks that Traore should have, but Traore was offside. Yes, Traore was offside. Traore was clearly offside. He's saying that he couldn't see because of the glare of the sun. So the sun glare didn't help him. And Arteta is so animated. It so much reminds of Pep Guardiola. He's really pumping his team up that, you're so close. And he's asking them to maintain that offside line. He's asking them to stay compact, asking him to stay disciplined. And still it's 15 more seconds. Cash with a cross. Mings playing up front. Luis keeps the ball. He passes the ball, and he's been fouled, and referee gives the foul in favor of Aston Villa. So this is the last chance, and Pepe with the foul over there, with a silly foul. He knew what Douglas Luiz was trying to do, and he just rammed into Luiz. He shouldn't have done so, because now Aston Villa will have a clear chance in terms of header. Like if one header goes rightly in, and that's it, that truly is it. And discussion going on, who's going to take it? Is it Coutinho? Is it Bailey? Is it McGinn? And I think it's between Coutinho and Bailey. Coutinho thinks he can take a shot from here. Now let's see. Martinez has come up and he's going to aim. Coutinho is going to aim for a player, or is he going to go directly for a goal? And if he scores from here, it's going to be one big goal. It's truly going to be one big goal. And referees having word because it's tussle going on between Aston Villa and Arsenal players. Aston Villa fans just praying that they can get something out of this. Coutinho, and Coutinho goes, and oh, Ramsdale with the hand, and he just saved, and that was so close. Coutinho was so close, and Arsenal players are so happy that they come and they're hugging each other self in a group. But Aston Villa was so close. I mean, Ramsdale with a very good save in the end. That was a very good save. Arteta is very happy. He seems that he's got what he went out to achieve to, and he's got 3 points. And Smith Rowe hugging Arteta, and Tierney, Gabriel, Pepe, he's so happy while hugging Ramsdale as well. And Arsenal players are very, very happy. Coutinho disappointed. His shot was truly amazing, and it seems Steven Gerrard, he could be happy with the second half performance from his team. They didn't have any clinical chance, but in the end they did so. They had like 4 or 5 chances, and I think he shouldn't be disappointed. I think they were very adequate in the first half, and it tells, and Arteta going out towards the fan and he's thanking them, applauding them, and all of the Arsenal players applauding the fans as they go out for the international break. And that's how the table looks. Arsenal with 1 game in hand, and they've got 54 points, whereas Manchester United, they've got 50 points with 29 games played. West Ham got 29 games played and 48 points, whereas Tottenham Hotspurs, they've got 28 games played and they have 48 points. So Arsenal pretty much clear. They're 3 to 4 points clear from the next 3 opponents who are favourites for top 4. So Arsenal doing what they were supposed to do, and that's it, folks. Hopefully you would have loved today's live stream and watch along. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you soon, and thank you for watching. So I'll see you then. Please do subscribe to the channel, press the like button, do give in suggestions in the comment section, and I'll see you soon. And do please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.